Hello Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. My name is Julia Aurelia and I'm here to do your card reading for your love life. For a very specific love connection, may it be in relationship or may it be in a situationship. And preparing your space with a mix called Venus. So it's a very beautiful mix to prepare the space now for your love reading. And I'm sending you some love and some Venus energy as well. What I'm doing today is a reading for the next 4 to 6 weeks, and I'm using the Lenormand. So the Lenormand, or Lenormand as most of the English speaking people say, is a method that comes from France, and it's mostly known in France and Germany. And I'm from Germany, so that's a method that a lot of Germans use, and I thought it's beautiful to bring this method to the world, to the English speaking world. This is why I'm doing this. And I know I started the channel with the Lenormand, so I know a lot of you guys are here for the Lenormand. Before I start with this, I'm going to lay out all 36 cards in a very big spread, and then we're going to dive into your reading and your messages. I will swap the camera as well so that you can see the cards and how I read the cards. But what I want to do before is I am going to pull one card with the tarot, and I'm using the Golden Art Nouveau tarot, and this is a beautiful deck. I really love it. I'm at the moment using it all the time, and it's absolutely one of my favorite decks until my deck comes out in November. Then that's going to be my favorite deck. Can't wait to show you my first tarot deck in November. But let's go back to your messages. What are the energies for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the love life. Oh wow, death. So death is a deep transformation. So that can mean a couple of things. It could mean the letting go of a relationship. It could mean the transformation of a relationship. So an old phase is ending, a new phase is beginning for a specific love connection. But for me, death is always something that is deeply personal. So it is a transformation on a deeply personal level. So it feels like there's a specific love connection in your life that deeply transforms who you are. And you are not the same person anymore that you were when you went into that connection or when you met that person. And I feel like this journey has deeply transformed who you are. So it's for me always a card of letting go an old way of being, an old self. So it's in a way a death of your old personality and a re-emerging into a new you that is more in alignment with who you are, with your soul. So I always see this card as a very healing card, especially since after that card, the healing energy comes in with the Temperance, right? But at the moment you are, I would say, in this big transformation of who you truly are. And I feel like there's a very specific connection in your life that is part of that transformation. So let's have a look into your reading. I'm going to lay out now the Lenormand, and I'm going to swap the camera so that you can see the cards as well. All right, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What are the energies for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for their love life? A relationship or a specific love connection? What are the energies for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? What comes out? Okay, I do feel like something is getting more peaceful here. We do have the lilies. I'm going to put the lilies in because this is not about jumping out cards. It's about the whole spread. But there might be something significant changing so you feel more peaceful. If you don't want to be there while I lay out the cards, just jump ahead and join me again when the whole spread is on the table. I'm gonna explain everything once the cards are on the table. Really interesting. And I'm not gonna say too much here, because obviously some of you guys probably some of you guys jumped ahead and are not present here, but I do see already where we're going with that. Yeah, okay, it gets more and more clear. So can you see everything here? Yes, you can. Right, so a few things before we start, in case this is the first Lenormand spread that you see. There are two cards in the reading that basically are you and the other person. So number 29 is always you, no matter of your gender, even if you're watching as a man. This is you. The other person, number 28, is the person you're dealing with, no matter of their gender. So this could be a woman too. There are different ways to interpret these cards and to get the messages for you. Every now and then I'm going to explain a little bit, and I'm going to talk about knighting and mirroring cards and all of that. I'm going to talk about houses and placements. This could be a little bit confusing for the people who do not know the Lenormand and also don't really want to learn the Lenormand. I'm going to say it every now and then a little bit for all those people who are interested in knowing how the Lenormand works. Obviously this shouldn't be a course, so it's a public reading here. Not meant as a course, but I know every now and then someone is watching who's like, oh, how is she interpreting the cards? So this is why I'm doing this. If you are new to the Lenormand, just listen to the messages and not to the placements or how I'm interpreting the cards, because it could be a little bit confusing here. It's basically like an astrologer saying Mars conjuncting Jupiter in the 3rd house on 10 degrees, which obviously if you don't know anything about astrology, you don't know what it means. And therefore it doesn't make any sense. So just listen to the messages basically. Deep transformation. So what I can see, and I want to pick up on that straight away, because I feel like there is a very significant thing going on. There is a conflict that you have with this person. So there is this love connection in your life. And I do feel like it's a very destined love connection or very spiritual love connection. But this connection, there is something or there is a conflict here that is connected to you and the other person. And the conflict is very clear here because we see the conflict energy in the house of the coffin. So the conflict is that something has ended, or that there's a letting go of something. Basically a change, a transformation, but this is about letting go, which is interesting because the coffin has obviously a similar energy to the death card, right? So we do see this process of transformation, of death. While I would say with this card, it's about deeply personal, that you are going through an inner transformation, an inner change. I also feel like this is accompanied with a change in your love connection, basically. And the conflict is about letting go, about an ending, about a transformation. And I also feel like the other person here is withdrawing. There is a withdrawal. There is a withdrawal, a separation energy connected to the other person. So double confirmation, basically. 3 times triple confirmation, because this card is also falling onto the coffin. So 3 times we see that there's this other person withdrawing, ending, stagnation. Something is not growing further here, and I do feel this is something that is causing really a lot of conflict in your life. I also see the connection here, so this would mean a committed relationship. This is really far away from you guys. It's mirrored onto you, but I do feel since it's just mirrored onto you, I more feel like it's about the connection and not the term committed relationship here. So the ring is relatively far away. So it might be that you are not in a committed relationship. Like I said, we have this ending energy, the withdrawing, the separation here, the conflict. I do feel like this is more talking about also, or this is another confirmation that there is not a love relationship here with that person. But I do see, and this is very beautiful, I do see the inner transformation here mirrored onto this energy, because the lilies are in the house of the tower. So you're going to be more peaceful with this energy of withdrawing or the separation. So even though there's still this conflict, I feel like you're finding a peaceful place within yourself with the situation. Now, the two of you, in a way, you could say maybe in a way you are very close. So you're very much connected in a way. I mean, those cards are connected, but there's at the moment nothing between you. Maybe you have nothing to say to each other. Maybe there's nothing that is connecting you otherwise. Beside the fact that there is a strong connection and a soul connection, it might just simply be like you don't have anything to say to each other at the moment, which obviously does make sense in terms of the withdrawing energy and the ending energy here as well. But then again, I do feel like something is within you, you become more peaceful with that like energy. I do feel like in general the two of you like each other, so it's not about not liking each other. But yeah, let's go a little bit deeper into this. Yeah, I do think I'm gonna stick with the two of you here for now before we then go into the heart, which is connected to you. But yeah, what do we see here? There's some sort of communication. I feel like the communication and the message about emotions and feelings is more like in the past. So maybe you had the chance to talk and to communicate or to send a message here, or a message has been sent to you. There's something with a message here, communication connected to emotions, to feelings, to love here, probably more in the past. There is very interestingly, the bear always talks about a strong connection, the fish about a soul connection, which is close to you, not so far away from the other person. The other person is at the moment thinking about a new beginning. This new beginning, I feel like, is far away, not in terms of time wise, but I feel like there is a new beginning for this other person that is further away, moving away. Or something that is like just where there's a distance between you guys. So that could be that. Going deeper into it, you are in the house of the size. So I feel like you're making a clean cut. I feel like something has ended, something is interrupted. There is no more growth possible here. But also, therefore, I feel like you are at a point where you look at that situation and you're going to be like, what did I gain from it? What did I learn? What is my harvest? Yes, the growth process is interrupted, but what is my harvest? What did I gain? And that's really, really beautiful to do this, because I feel like this is going to help you to move into a new beginning, into a new chapter. If I look onto these cards here, there is an energy where maybe something in the connection has been hidden or was hidden. There might have been some sort of hidden influence, some hidden influence here that you are also thinking about. So in that connection, something I feel like has been hidden, that played a big part of this situation being the way it is now. And there has been a need for trust and loyalty within that connection. Now, that need, I feel like there is an ending, it has come to an end, or maybe it has not developed further. That's what I'm getting here with you and the energies you are mirrored onto. Yeah, also for the other person, I do see here the finding peace with the separation, finding peace with a withdrawal. There is the stagnant energy. So at the same time, there might still be some sadness, because the coffin always talks about sadness as well. Sadness that something has ended. And there could be some sort of ending, the ending of feeling safe, or an ending connected to the house, the home, the family. There might be, sorry, I don't know, I don't know if you just heard it, but my belly just, I hope you didn't hear my belly. Yes, I have. It's early in the morning and I haven't eaten anything, so just in case you hear any weird noises, that's my belly. Um, yeah, anyway, I hope it wasn't too disturbing here. So yeah, there's something ending. Well, I always get also the energy of feeling home. There's something with the other person not feeling home, or something is ending and at home, but also finding more peace, finding more harmony again with this whole situation. Maybe there's an ending that is connected to that person where it might be that you move away from each other, like an ending of a house situation here. I do see there's some movement for you. I feel like you are quite active now. So even though there is the separation or the withdrawal, I feel like you are active. You're doing things. You are out. You're maybe in nature. You're on trips, on adventures. On it feels like you are very active here, and you're doing things in order to bring back a flow into your life, to clear your emotions, to could be some things connected to finances as well that you do. There are very strong emotions here. And there is this new beginning energy. But for some reason, since we had so many cards falling onto the separation or the withdrawal, I kind of like I more get the energy that something has ended between you. There's nothing left to say at the moment, even though you are thinking about the strong emotions and a new beginning. A new beginning could be something that you're hoping for, because also it's in the house of the ship, and the ship is talking about the goals, the things you dream to achieve in a way. So that could be something here that you're dreaming about this new beginning. Um, Yeah, the heart here. There is a change, and I feel like it's a positive change, and I do connect it very strongly to the energy of you feeling more at peace with the separation. So when it comes to your love life, I do, to your heart and to your emotions, to your love, I do feel like there is more stability coming, more stability, more security. There is a big need for love in your life. I do see that here. A big need for love, a big need for peace and harmony. It feels like this is what I just heard. I wanna finally come home. I wanna come home to a person, to a relationship. I wanna feel home. I wanna feel safe. I wanna feel secure. There is a lot going on with your personal needs. That's underneath the surface. I feel like maybe getting more and more clear about your personal needs here, connected to needing love, needing peace and harmony. And there is this communication. Maybe you are communicating what you need, maybe you're communicating your needs, or you're getting clear about your needs. There is a success energy though, I feel. So even though we have some sort of confusion connected to that relationship or connection in your life, because there's something about the need to be loved or the need for love, maybe the need for love when it comes to that connection. Now, obviously, this is like a really difficult situation here, because we feel like there's something ending, there's a conflict with the other person, withdrawing and all of that. But I do feel, let me feel into that. Yeah, there's definitely some sort of confusion when it comes to that connection, and I want to have a closer look into that, because the ring is in the house of the mice, and the mice talks about loss, abandonment, the fear of loss. Now there's something connected to that connection, that is about the loss of the connection, that is like a really heavy energy here, but at the same time it seems like it's destiny, it's a purpose of that connection. Maybe because there's a karmic lesson here, especially those two cards, like there's really a karmic lesson connected to an ending, a letting go here, a transformation basically. The interesting thing though is that I feel like with this connection you really felt home. Maybe you live together, maybe you work together, maybe both. But there's something connected to this connection, even though it seems far away at the moment, where it's like feeling home, feeling safe, feeling stable and secure. But for some reason, like I said already, and I want to say this again and again, because this is the other side of the reading. So yes, usually with these cards I would say, hey, listen, this is really cool. There is a like feeling home in a connection, feeling stable. But then we have the burden energy here. We have the distance, someone moving away. We have the transformation, the change, the letting go, the conflict connected to this, connected to the other person, which is withdrawing here, but you feeling more peaceful now. So we have all of these aspects. So, but then again, if it is a strong soul connection here, a strong spiritual purpose for healing your own needs, for getting clear of what it is that you need, maybe, yeah, getting clear for you. I feel like it's about getting clear about your needs. What do I need? What do I need in love? What do I need in a relationship? Definitely, if we see this, I also get that this is something that you're learning about your needs in a relationship, getting more and more clear. And for some reason, this connection was related to getting to know yourself and your needs. But for some reason, and probably this is what happened, something has ended, and that made you aware of, oh, this is what I need, right? Because sometimes only when we lose something, we get aware of maybe what it meant to us, or we get aware of, oh, what is it that I actually truly need? And so I feel like there's something connected to your needs here. Yeah, and also here, I mean, there is a long-term connection, a decision to move away, a decision to leave something behind. And this is again very interesting, as there are cards for stability, for long term, for something that has been in your life for quite a while now. It has been a long process, or a slow process with the tree. The interesting thing is that I feel like with all the other card readings I've done so far, it felt like I really went very strategically from one to the next. Like, okay, this is this card. We're gonna do now everything surrounding this card. For you, I feel like it's a little bit more fluid. So I feel like I'm really being drawn to different aspects to talk about first here. Yes, okay, and there we got this confirmation. Love, strong connection, strong influence, strong soul connection, but blockage. The blockage might be that a communication is blocked, or that a communication is very challenging here. This is connected to the other person and your love life. So let me have a look. Yeah, communication blocked, communication challenged. If I look at you, there is a confusion about the blockage here. There is maybe a positive change, a clearing, an opening up, something that is connected to trust or to loyalty or support. It could be that there's some sort of support coming in for you. Oh wow, I get another message here. Okay, one aspect, support coming in, that is like a positive change. Maybe a friend is helping you here in that situation to create a positive change and to open up to more peace and more flow. I do get another energy here for you. There is not only a need for love and peace and harmony, there is a need for loyalty and trust. I might have said that earlier already, but yeah, that's what I'm getting here as well. And again, a strong soul connection with this person, a destiny connection. But then we have the withdrawal and the ending, complications and delays, or another person playing a part here as well. But then there is the opening. Something got public, something has been announced. Maybe the separation has been announced, maybe there was some sort of announcement connected to complications and delays, or to another person, another woman. There could be a mother, maybe a mother announced something, or a sister, a friend, a rival. Which played somehow a part here. Yeah, so we do see the conflict connected to that connection. There is an emotional conflict. It has to do with, there's something connected to appreciation and to valuing. I feel like you deeply appreciate that connection. You deeply value that connection. But then again, there is this energy of conflict connected to the ending. And we do have the mouse connected to it as well, which is a double meaning now because the ring is already in the house of the mouse, but it's also falling onto the mouse over here. So yes, there is a letting go, a fear of loss, a losing of, or worries and concerns connected to the connection. That is a big part of a karmic lesson or a burden, I would say. So, with everything that I've seen so far, what I would actually say is that this is something that deeply transforms you, which is strongly connected to your own needs, connected to love, peace, and yeah, I mean, in a way, loyalty and trust. Let me see, is there anything else? Did we mirror everything? I think we did. So if I follow the ring, there's another thing I can do here. So yeah, there is this. I just feel like this is really really heavy energy, a really karmic thing, like a deep deep lesson here, a soul lesson connected to loss, abandonment, fear of losing something. Where there is confusion connected to that relationship, confusing related to emotions. Confusion could be, what do I feel, what does the other person feel, because there's some sort of distance, maybe someone moved away, or there is an emotional, physical, mental distance here. There is, I feel like, the hope for a new beginning, or I do feel like you are moving into a new beginning in some shape or form, but I also feel like this is because you are going through a change, through a transformation. I strongly get this here with the death card. I mean, obviously, we could now say, yeah, the death card is here because you are having this strong love connection, strong soul connection here that has ended or is in the process of ending, of letting go, which is causing all the conflict. But then again, it does seem like you get more peaceful with it. So, which is a beautiful transformation. And I feel like this is what this card says in the essence. Yes, there is this letting go. Yes, there is something changing deeply, but also there's something now changing deeply within you, where you feel more peaceful and you feel like there is this new beginning that you're moving into after you finally have let go of the old. And that's really beautiful, and I feel like you have learned a lot of lessons here throughout that journey, and especially about needs and your own needs, maybe the needs of other people as well, because obviously the needs are connected to the other person. So yeah, that's really really interesting. I had something similar just now with Aries, so maybe you have placements in Aries and want to check out the reading as well. But I also felt like there's a strong connection to learning about needs, your own needs, the other person's needs, and to not actively do something that would hurt the other person. And there's something I feel like connected to this, where it's about, what are your needs, what are my needs, and are we going in the same direction, and can we be aware and mindful with each other, and move through change and move through life together, considering your needs, my needs. And yeah, so I feel like definitely there's a strong sense of that. I do have to say that there is a very positive decision. So whatever the decision is, it seems to be maybe something in the future coming, in the near future coming here. Um, there is a significant decision that is going to be bring happiness and success here in for you. So I can definitely see this, and that might connect to your home life, to your family, or where you live. So maybe there's some sort of decision connected to your house, your flat, your maybe the area you live in, where you make some sort of decision to move. Maybe you have been rooted somewhere now for quite a while, and now you decide to move on and to move somewhere else. So if that is the case, I do feel like that's a very positive decision here. That's very good. All right. I do think we went into everything that was now important here. So I would say we're gonna leave it at that. I hope you resonate with the reading. If so, please leave a like, a comment, or subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.